Well, my name is Erin Bess. I am a peer specialist at Share downtown LA to be exact is where I work, but we have a Share downtown and a Share Culver City. So welcome to the Peer Workforce Conference, Bridging Research and Practice. I am Erin again with Share. This session is titled Volunteer the Job, but it was also titled Hidden Secrets of Informal Support. If you would like a certificate for attending this presentation, please put your name, full first and last name, and email in the chat. So a little bit about myself. My name is Erin. I am a peer specialist at the downtown location. I love my job. I love what I do. I try to be as helpful and resourceful as possible to people in the community. I'm 27. I'm from Texas, but I did move to the LA area. And I think that's really it. This is my presentation. I started my self-help support journey in 2020. I am a member of an anonymous group, and I like to spread hope, faith, and courage. So if you have any questions, if you can hold them to the end of the presentation. And that's about it. So basically, we are doing our Share Volunteer to Job program, and basically Share, if you guys all know, Share's mission is to help people pursue personal growth and change. But I'll read here for you the longer version. The mission of Share, the Self-Help and Recovery Exchange, is to help people in Los Angeles pursue personal growth and change. Share empowers people to change their own lives and provide them a loving, safe, non-judgmental place where they can find community, information, and support. Now, Share, basically Share deals with the people that other people do not want to deal with. Mental health, the people that might come in and their hygiene might not be up to par, the people that come in and they might not be sober. Share helps with those type of people, the people that other people don't want to deal with. And so that's Share's mission, to help pursue personal growth and change. Now, Share, we do have programs, a very few programs. We have our Share Collaborative Housing. Basically, our Share Collaborative Housing, we house individuals on SSI or equivalent housing or with equivalent income. So pilot program, we even have a collaborative housing that takes EBT and things of that nature. And basically the only requirement to move in are the ability to live independently, family style, and a source of income. Potential residents, they don't need any ID. We don't do credit checks. You don't have to have a paycheck stub. You're not required to be sober or mentally stable. If you have an eviction, that's okay. And we do same-day housing. So how that works is sometimes we get phone calls and the person might call and say, hey, look, I have this type of income, or I only have this, I need housing, can you help me? We do have a collaborative housing line where we would give them the number to this housing line. If someone walks in, we do take walk-ins as well. If someone walks in and they say, hey, look, I have this amount of money, or I have this coming in, can you guys help me get housing? We'll do the housing as soon as they walk in. We have a system that we go through. We have a bunch of different housing resources in a bunch of areas in LA. We have some co-ed, we have some men's only, some women's only. And again, we do have it to where the prices range. I think the minimum is like $575 and up. And from what I understand, pilot program, they pay about $575 towards your housing. So if they just had the pilot program and that's all that they had as far as income, that would basically work. What we seen was 26% of homeless people with serious mental health issues. They get jobs within their first year of shared collaborative housing. We've seen that stability helps people gain that confidence back. And when that confidence comes back, then jobs and things that they probably lost along the way or they never had comes to them. What we also learned was 43% have jobs at one time, meaning they get their job, they keep their job. And also we've learned that some people make collaborative housing their permanent housing. Collaborative housing, you're not locked into a contract. It's basically month to month. So at any time, if you felt that, or if the person felt that that wasn't the right fit for them, after that month of staying was over, then of course they can leave without any penalties. We also see that 25% of people that do the shared collaborative housing makes it their permanent homes, and also 58% will become self-supporting. So a majority of the people that use the collaborative housing and the resources that collaborative housing presents to them, they actually get on their feet. And when I say get on their feet, with the self-help support groups, with utilizing the resources from SHARE, along with that stability with the collaborative housing, they get on their feet. Briefly, I want to stop for 1 second. Lawrence, was there anything that you think that they should know about collaborative housing, since you are a housing specialist and I got you on here?
Yeah, I think you covered it really well, Erin. The only thing that I would add is that if people don't have income, there are ways they can get income. So if they have $0 and zero income, there are still some possibilities. I would just add that. Not a lot of possibilities, but some.
Thank you for that. So yes, as he said, there's SHARE will not stop until we help you out. We won't stop until we help you find some type of solution. And so basically we do have walk-ins. Walk-ins are welcome at the SHARE Culver City location and the SHARE downtown location from 1 p.m. to 9 p.m. And then we do accept calls at the collaborative housing line between 1 p.m. and 6 p.m. And the number for the collaborative housing line is 1-877-742-7349. Now, if you need the number again, just type in the chat the SHARE collaborative housing number, and then I'll put it in there. But also, if you would like to collaborate with SHARE and you have a house that is potentially good enough, or you want to help out, you can also reach out to Maria Gonzalez, and I'll put her email in the link below. If you have a 3-bedroom or more house and you want to put it on the collaborative housing list, it is a process that you go through to get that on there. But I mean, it helps out. It helps the community. It helps with the homelessness in the Los Angeles County. So now we have our SHARE Culver City. Now, our SHARE Culver City is a peer-run self-help center. It's open 7 days a week, 365 days a year, until 10 p.m. every night, except on Saturdays. On Saturdays, we do close at 5:30 p.m. We host nearly 100 self-help support groups each week for all mental health, addictions, relationship, and many more issues. The group meets in person and also via Zoom. Now, we do have a website, which is www.shareselfhelp.org. They have the full schedule there. It'll give you the Zoom link where you can click on the link and you can automatically get into the room. It has the name of the the group, and then it has the time, and it'll have the name of the room in case you wanted to come in person. You come in, hey, Erin, I see that you guys had a Narcotics Anonymous meeting in the Courage Room, and I can point you right to the Courage Room. So basically, we host the support groups there. We let people host conferences there. I know one of the groups, Cocaine Anonymous, they host their district, I think like their district meeting that they do once a month with the GSR. They host things there, and we always have meeting spaces available. Now, also we have our shared downtown location. Our shared downtown location is a peer-run self-help center, and it's also open 7 days a week, 365 days a year, but they're only open until 9:30. Until 9:30 every night except Saturdays. On Saturdays, they close at 5:30. So here at the downtown location, when COVID hit, we did close down and went fully remote. Now, we only have 50 self-help support groups each week for all mental health, addictions, relationships, and many other issues. And we also meet in person and via Zoom here. The website is still the same, www.shareselfhelp.org for the full schedule. And the meeting space, again, is always available here. We're always looking to start new meetings. We do have slots available. And just a little bit about our peer-ran centers. I personally work at the downtown LA center, and you know, we just provide community. It's a peer environment. You know, what we realize with research is 40% of people are basically not at their 100% best, but they do well when they have social support. So what happens is you might have that homeless person that really don't want help, right? But they come into this place and they know the staff, and really we're not staff, we're paid friends. They know that they have a paid friend here, someone that'll sit and listen to them and not judge and not suggest, but just listen to them. And also with having someone to listen to you, we also have solutions available in each and every room. So what that might look like is I might have someone that don't want to go to the Exodus Sobering Center. They don't want to sponsor. They don't want that help, but they might just want to sit in a meeting. And so I have that, we have that available, share that available for them. Now, we also host different feasts for different holidays. If people want to be in a sober environment and they really don't want to be around their family and friends that are drinking, or you know, be around that boyfriend that's just always negative, we host holiday parties here for people that just want to get away from that negative energy. Okay, so we do also have a share recovery retreat. So with the share recovery retreat, it's basically a home away from home. You have 2 weeks here at a nice home. It's free. Anybody in the LA County area is able to go here to this home. It is separated by women and men. So we might have 1-2 weeks where it's all women, and then we might have another 2 weeks where it's all men, but its food is provided. What we do is we help with the self-help support groups. We help people learn how to live independently. We're definitely conflict resolution based because, of course, when you have different personalities coming from wherever they're coming from, because not only is the share recovery retreat for that homeless guy or girl, but it's also for that lady, that corporate lady that needs a mental health break, right? That corporate lady that has the house, that has the car, that has what all she needs, but she needs a mental health break. So she reaches out to share, and basically is able to come to a retreat. And so it's a family-based living. So you will be living with other people They will have food available. It's a fully stocked kitchen. It's beds, couches. It's basically what it's called, a retreat. If you want any information about that, you can just put it down in the chat and I'll be more than happy to tell you a little bit more about the retreat or give you information. Now we do have our volunteer to job program. Basically, if I can give you 3 words or like a mantra: discover the goal, discover their skills, and discover their interests. And basically our volunteer to job program, it gives anyone a meaningful job at Share, Culver City, or downtown, no matter how limited their skills are. Share trains and empowers our volunteer to job participants until they develop the skills and confidence to obtain an unsubsidized dream job, either at Share or in the community. Now, this is also free to anyone in the Los Angeles County area. And basically with the volunteer to job, it doesn't matter who you are, whether you have a mental health, substance abuse, disability, it doesn't matter who you are. I feel like everyone has a dream and a goal, right? And basically, if you come to Share and we're talking and we're building community and you say, hey, look, Erin, you know, I really would like to have an executive assistant job. And because Share is all about letting people do things on their own. What that looks like for me being a peer is saying, okay, we're going to use John as an example. Okay, John, well, what we're going to do is let's go look on the computer and see what an executive assistant's job description is. What is it that an executive assistant do? And so it might be computer skills, and it might be answering the phone, cold calling, things of that nature. What volunteer to job does is we basically customize the support that the person needs. So we would help them do little things or find little things for them to do at Share that basically goes right to what their dream job is. So if you want any more information about that, again, the chat is down below and you guys can just type in and I'll be very responsive once I'm done because I'm moderating and doing the presentation. Okay, so our next program is Share Advanced Peer Specialist Training. Basically, that is the peer support training that we have, and it's for people who are or would like to be working peers in the mental health system. We're nationally certified and approved for California peer certification, including Medi-Cal, and basically it consists of 3 consecutive courses. Your first course you have is Peer Services 101. The second is the Share Peer Toolkit, and the third is the Peer Bridging. Now, this does cost $1,600 per person. However, we do accept the Cal MSHA, and it is available on the Share website at www.shareselfhelp.org. And then although we tend to have a waiting list to sign up sooner rather than later, it's still good to get on that list. And also we are able to my knowledge, we do have the funding to train more than 100 peer specialists a year for free. So applications are available. If you are interested, you can reach out to us. So don't let the $1,600 scare you off. We are able to basically fund over 100 people a year to help out with that if you're interested in being a peer support specialist. Now, we also have our anger management. The anger management program at Share consists of 3 self-help support groups a week. Now, the self-help support groups, as we know, are free for all, or free to all, sorry. And if you need Share to provide verifications or enrollment and proof of attendance or other verifications, these are provided for a low cost of $50 a year. You could call Share Culver City, or you could call Share Downtown. The Culver City number is 310-305-8878. And the downtown Los Angeles Share is 213-213-0100 for more information about that. Or if you want to just email us so you can have a paper trail, you can email us at info@shareselfhelp.org, and we can help you out with those courses. We do have technical assistance. If you're not computer savvy, but you want to start a self-help support group and you want it to be via Zoom and in person, and you just don't know where to start, we do have help with that as well. We can help you with your meeting content, your format, publicity, all of that. We'll help you with the meeting space. Everything that you need, Share will provide it. All we need you to do is just let us know you're interested. You can come in, walk in, give us a call, give us the email, and we'll help you. We do have secure Zoom links with our virtual self-help support groups. I do know of sometimes, you know, you might want to run a sex trafficking group, or you might want to run whatever type of group that you would like to run that you feel is very confidential and you would like it to be protected. We also provide that as well, secure Zoom links for virtual support groups. And if you need that, Camille will be the one that you will reach out to, and her email is camille@shareselfhelp.org. If you're interested in that, you can just drop it in the chat, and then I can help you with that as well. Now, Share does have an open literature policy, meaning that we do accept material at the center, email flyers, you can drop off flyers. We are a drug-free and an alcohol-free and a nicotine-free and gambling-free space. So please only send appropriate flyers. We do promote for people. So if you have anything that you were interested in Share promoting for you, that would help the community, because we're all about building community and helping community, reach out to us and we will be happy to promote that for you, hang it up on the walls. Last but not least, we do have a Western Recovery Conference. It's held the second Friday and Saturday of March, because March is over, but in March at Share Culver City and online. Basically, that's something that we do every year. We have over 70 presentations by and for mental health consumers. The conference is put on by Peer Action for Change, an advocacy group for mental health consumers. Anyone wishing to get experience working on a conference is welcome to help plan the conference beginning in January. So next year, January, we'll be getting ready for this conference for March of 2024. And if you want information about that, you can email us at information@Peer Action for Change for more information about the conference. So those are a few of our programs. Let's move forward. Did anyone have any questions about the programs? No? Anyone had any questions at all while we had an opportunity to kind of stop for a second? Okay, let's move forward. So who qualifies for our volunteer? Oh, sorry. Who qualifies for our volunteer to job program? Okay, so anyone who is looking for a job qualifies. So what you'll do is you'll learn the basic skills in career planning. So again, if you're coming in looking for a job or a specific job, we do help you based off of what you tell us that you're looking for. People who want to volunteer, they qualify as well because you're making a positive contribution to the world. You have a sober environment and you meet people in recovery. We also write letter of recommendations. If you come in to volunteer, we do write letters of recommendations. And so that's one of the perks that come with this. You build community, you meet people in recovery, you learn basic skills, career planning, and if you need a letter of recommendation, we also give that to you as well. Now, again, Share deals with people from all walks of life. people who want to turn their lives around, people who want to build life skills, people who want to be a part of self-help support groups, etc. Again, you could be that person who comes off the street and is homeless, but you have a motivation to want to help yourself. Share does not turn anyone away. We will help you. So those are the people who qualify. Basically, everyone qualifies. Now, we do have a plan for success. It's a sheet of paper, but I was able to put it into the PowerPoint. And basically, the plan for success helps us figure out what are your goals. We have a tool of the trade called Discover the Person's Goals and help them achieve them, because it's always about what the person wants to do. So I'll briefly read what it said. It said, where would I like to be in 5 years? Where would I be living? What would I be doing? How would I be feeling? What would let me know that I succeeded in life? And these are very important questions, right? Coming from a place, if I can just refer to me, I didn't know exactly where I was going to be in 5 years, 3 years ago. I didn't know where I was going to be in 5 years, 3 years ago. And I even have done this plan for success currently with working with Share. I've done the plan for success, and it really helps you strategically map out what you want to do. And it has right here, in 5 years, I will be, in 4 years, I will be, 3 years, I will be, and 2 years. So it doesn't just let you write down where you'll be in 5 years with no plan. It actually goes down the list of, in 2 years, I'll be doing this, and then what would I be doing in the next year to get me to that 3 years? So it helps you actually strategically map out what your plan is. And so after we do that, we do a quick meditation with him or her, and then we get straight to the plan for success. And so that's that on that part. Now, we do have self-help support groups. And so basically our self-help support groups, the group's purpose is to pursue personal growth and change. Everyone in the group is a peer. So basically that means that there's no superior. We minimize authority here. I don't tell people what to do. I do not judge. I do not suggest. There is a sharing and or interaction between members. Decisions about the group are made by the group. Dues and fees are nominal, reflecting group expenses. Group leadership is non-professional. Any leadership positions are shared or rotated. Each member of the group could become a leader with minimal training. Now, how does Share do community? Because Share is all about community. How do we do community? We do community through self-help support groups. What we found out was people who attended self-help support groups have less depression, fewer hospitalization, and are more likely to be employed, have greater life satisfaction than the general public. Now, self-help support groups are community-driven with community input. What will you find in self-help support groups? If you were asking, thank you that you asked. What you will find is experience, strength, hope, lived experience, and the best part is everyone can recover. Now, sometimes recovery is put in a box, and people think that recovery is just based off substance abuse, but you can recover from mental health. You can recover from that bad relationship. You can recover from growing up with maybe an alcoholic and addict mom, even though you didn't do drugs. You can recover from that traumatizing state of mind, that low confidence. Recovery is really put into a little box when you think about the general public, because people thinking just you either recovering from bad health or you recovering from drugs or substance, but it's really bigger than that. And that's one thing that I love about working with Share. They actually expand they actually expand what recovery is. Now, two things people can do when they come to share, two of the main things that people do when they come to share is they go to a meeting or they help someone. And going back full circle to the volunteer to job, we help people figure out what are their goals, what career do they want? It's still hope at the end of the tunnel for them. Let's see. So with the volunteer to job, we do help them build their resume. So we have administrative assistants, volunteer coordinator, fundraiser, special events coordinator, marketing associate, receptionist, community organizer, public relations assistant, peer bridger, referral specialist, self-help specialist, meeting coordinator. Now, these things here are basically the different job descriptions that Share has available. If you were to go look for a job, these are kind of like the job that Share have available. But we also can help people if they're looking for a job like this or something in this area, anything that they want to do. But we help them build their resume. So it doesn't matter, whatever you want to be, we'll help you. We'll find something to help you build up that confidence. Get your resume together so you'll feel confident to go apply for that job. Let's see. Move it to camera. Sorry, guys. Okay. So we're heading towards the end. So the summary of everything was everyone qualified for the volunteer for job program. Share has staff on deck to help each volunteer on their journey to success. Share makes the process easy and safe for the community. Now, the role of the staff at Share to help with the volunteer to job is to use lived experience and to build trust. We connect people to other people who will become real friends, and we join and support rather than suggest and judge. And you know, basically, again, we deal with people that other people don't want to deal with. The community here is a strong foundation when it comes to helping people, because when we go back to the mission is to help pursue personal growth and change. And so the only way that you can help pursue personal growth and change is by pursuing it yourself. But you probably just need that little push, and that's what Share does. Share gives you that push. Share gives you that community. Share gives you that drive to want to do better and have better in your personal growth and change. Now, my name is Erin Bess. This is the telephone number for the Share downtown location. This is my email, erin@shareselfhelp.org. Did anyone have any questions or any comments or concerns? Lawrence here, guys, is my coworker. Did you have anything that you wanted to add in about volunteer to job or the community would share?
I just, you did a really good job, Erin. I would just toss in an extra added promotion for the fact that in volunteer to job, as in everything Share does, we attempt to build communities, and we attempt to connect communities with communities and people with people. And it's all about mutual self-help, peers helping peers. And that was a great presentation, Erin. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, I see Mrs. Carey. You had your hand up?
I do, and I am in awe of everything that Share does. You know, I think it's a great program. It's something that I wish we could model here in Lake County, and I think that, you know, we're trying to do similar things up here. But it's just, I just wanted to express my gratitude that you guys are there. So, and wish I lived closer because I could so use a recovery retreat right now, but but thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you as well. I just want to look in the chat and make sure I'm not missing anyone. But yeah, again, Share is a non-judgmental, safe space for the community. Everyone that works at Share does some form of self-help support group. So it's not like you're putting people that's not experienced in a job where they don't belong. So that was one of the beauties of being able to collaborate with Share, because not only are they helping the community, but I once was someone that they were helping. I once was that person that no one wanted to deal with. I once was that person that hygiene was for. I once was that raging alcoholic. And so to have a place like this where they offer a free 2 weeks, you could go stay somewhere for 2 weeks for free. And they're not asking anything but you to just show up. They provide the food. They bring the people over here or Culver City or to whatever meeting that the community decides, So that's really the beauty of this thing. Again, we have people that really don't want help as far as want to go to rehab or want to go to a shelter. They just come to this place because they know it's a safe space. And so, pursuing personal growth and change. That's what Share does.
Yeah.
And we don't kick anyone out. We help everyone. I think if I can recall, Share has only had one incident years ago where they had to call the police. We don't call the police, because we know that we're dealing with mental health. We know that we're dealing with substance abuse. We know we're dealing with that person that your average Joe doesn't want to deal with. Yes, Larry.
Jerry, if I may ask you, where you said you were you would like to have a peer respite. May I ask you where you're located?
So I am located up in Lake County, which is in the Superior region. We're kind of like north of like Sonoma County, next to Mendocino County. We have a lake in the center of our county, which is like 100 miles around. So we're very rural. And we do have 5 peer support centers. I'm supervising 4 of those centers. And Erin, like you were talking about, our peer support centers are becoming those places, like where people know they can come and they can get support. They can have a cup of coffee. They can, just be themselves. We've had an increase with our unhoused population recently because we finally have a interim housing shelter. It was our warming shelter, but they extended the funding. And so that's a first for us to have any kind of shelter for our unhoused community. And so they go from the shelter to our centers, they have lunch, they can watch, TV, we have movie days, they get assistance with, scheduling appointments and just how to navigate the systems that we have here in the county. It's a small county, but transportation is limited. Services are limited. Like if you don't live in Clear Lake or Lakeport, you're going to spend all day on the bus trying to get there. And so, it's just we're making it happen. And our peer support specialists, in fact, I just had a staff complete Share's peer support training. Yay. And she's amazing. And it's like, when I first started back here in 2018, our peer support centers our staff didn't know where the other peer support centers were. And so, gradually we're getting the word out about who we are, what we do. We're working towards integrating our peer staff with our clinical staff. So that's like our new project. So that should be a lot of fun. But
So Carrie, are you aware that at this time, I don't know if they came and went, or I don't know what time they are. There are two sessions in this conference, one for peers in rural communities. I don't know.
I saw that.
You saw that, great. And there's one about peer respites in particular. There are either 7 or 8 peer respites around California, and people are beginning to develop more. And I don't know if that particular session, I'm not looking at the schedule right now, but I know there is a session specifically for that.
I will look at that because I actually have the support from management and a couple of our local nonprofits that, you know, they also agree that a peer respite would just, it would help with that continuum of housing that we're developing. So
Yeah.
I think it's at 3:15. What is a peer respite and how does it support people in their recovery journey? It's at 3:15 in the Tranquility.
okay, perfect. Thank you.
Right. Yeah, and for sure, yeah, the respite, actually we call it the retreat, it is a vital component in maintaining that continuum of care from the streets to permanent housing to recovery. It's an important link in that chain. It's a very important link in that chain, because we house people much faster than other entities do. But, you know, people need immediate housing like today. And
Right.
that's
And that's what we're looking at because, you know, we don't get a whole lot of money. You know, like we just got an allocation of, I think it was like 2.8 for bridge housing, $2.8 million. And so it's kind of like, you know, for us, that's a lot of money, but you know, it doesn't go very far. And so we're trying to find, you know, other solutions. And I'm a proponent for the respite housing. I actually developed a whole plan for our county. So hopefully it doesn't get overlooked, you know. So I will definitely go to that 3:15 session because, you know, we have one shelter for the whole county and it's always full, but we have nothing after that. You know, so that's the piece that we need the, you know, transitional housing. So
great.
I thank you, Ms. Carey. Thank you, Larry.